Good morning. Let's talk about trust and trauma. When a baby's born, we come here fully trusting. We fully trust 100% whatever is bigger than us. So, what's bigger than us? The grown-ups taking care of us for sure, but also children inherently know there's a power bigger than us. We remember coming from that fully supported place. Children trust until something happens where they learn it's not safe to trust. When something happens, they learn I can't fully trust and I have to figure out how to keep myself safe. The same thing with animals, right? Animals out in the wild, they trust until they have the experience not to. But most animals, if you come up to them and they've never had a bad experience, they're curious, they're inquisitive, they might even come right up to you. It's only when animals have had the experience that their safety is at stake that they stop trusting. Trust is an inherent part of our spirit, and it's trust in a power that's here to take care of us, that's here to support us and fully deliver what we need in our life. The trust gets broken when the trauma shows up, right? I'm going to come back to that. Last week, I had 2 conversations with 2 different friends of mine. These are women who don't know each other. One lives in Texas, one lives in Oklahoma. And I admire and am inspired by both of these women in how they live their life spiritually and how they always work on their connection to their higher power. So my one friend who lives in Texas, Kelly, she was talking about how you never find in the Bible anywhere, any stories that Jesus was ever running. He was never running to the next thing. He was never worried about getting it done. He never felt the pressure. He moved through his life with a certainty and a knowing that he was fully supported, that there was no reason for him to run and work hard because everything that he needed to do was going to get done. He knew that. He knew there was a power bigger than him that he could lean into. We have the same power. We forget to lean into it and we stop trusting when things happen to us where we learned we couldn't trust, we had to cope. Okay, so that was my one friend Kelly one day. Another day, my friend Nitzi, who's in Oklahoma, we're talking about birds. We were talking about birds flapping their wings and flapping their wings and flapping their wings to try to fly like human beings, working hard, struggling, trying to figure it out. And when a bird flies above the jet stream, and the jet stream is turbulence, okay? When the bird flies above the turbulence, then the strength of the turbulence and the power of that wind allows them to just stretch out their wings and soar. They can stop efforting and flapping. It was a great conversation. My friend Mitzi's so smart. So, using the turbulence of your life, the trauma of your life, in the healing of that, if you stay in the turbulence, you're always coping in the ways that you always coped. Trying to figure out how to stay safe, trying to figure out how to get love from other people, trying to figure out what you need to do to make others happy. That's the work of the turbulence because of what happened to you. In the healing of that, so it's twofold. We need to learn how to open our wings and soar using the turbulence as the power in order to heal from the turbulence. It's not an easy thing, right? Get your brain around that. Using the power of the turbulence, meaning what am I getting from this trauma? What am I learning about myself? Where do I need to go to work? Using the power and the strength of that in order to rise above it. And in all of that in learning where's the power and the strength, we learn how to surrender. Because in the flapping of the wings, there's no surrender. There's no surrender when you're flapping really hard. There's no surrender when you stay in the turbulence and coping. The surrender is when you open the wings and you lean into the support that's there and you let it carry you. That's when you have found your way back to trust. And it's difficult. I know, I get it. It's difficult when you don't feel like you can trust the people around you. But it's not about trusting there. It's about trusting the power within you. It's about trusting that spirit, that energy that's already in you, that's waiting to lift you above the turbulence. But you have to let it. When trauma has broken our trust, it breaks it everywhere. And then we really feel, even if we're thinking up here, I know there's a God, I know there's, I can have faith. We think it, but then we go back and we keep working really hard. You know how I know? Because that's what I've done. It's the surrender of the working really hard and the getting back to the trust. My friend Michelle yesterday sent me a song that I then posted because it was a great reminder to me. It was exactly the third part last week that God brought me the same message that the universe said, "Are you getting it?" 3 times, 3 different friends. Surrender. When you truly surrender, meaning stop working so hard and allow the support to come, that's when you found your way back to trust. So I invite you this week, look at where are you flapping your wings really hard? Where are you running and working to the next thing? Where are you holding on? Those are the places that you can let go. Those are the places that you can slow down and rest in the support. Those are the places that you can rise above and allow the turbulence to actually propel you because you're choosing to heal from it rather to stay in it. Have a great day.